We are in the Vancouver, BC. We got a client up here that really needs some help, and we're here to help him out. I'm looking forward to revolutionize this person's internet experience. We flew to Vancouver, British Columbia. It's about 4.5 hours outside of Chicago. Very looking forward to it. The person we're coming to visit hosts Zoom calls, and he really knows what he's doing, but he doesn't know internet or why things work the way they work. I've noticed on some of the Zoom calls that his internet glitches out. We came out here to make sure that he has the best internet he possibly can. Let's do it. We got a demarcation point. Demarcation point is usually where the service company, utility service provider, whether it's power, telephone, cable, comes into the house, and then at that point it is the homeowner's property. In this particular house, everything's ran to a box here. Sometimes they run it inside the house, and what we're looking for is networking lines. Back in the day, they used to use networking lines for a telephone. Nobody uses home phone anymore, so we're hoping that we open this box up for the phone, and we have some networking connections. And lo and behold, there we go. That's what we're looking for. That is gold, friends. We want that. So what we'll be able to do is we'll be able to put these where we want to in the house, have a central location for all the networking equipment, and then we can have this all distributed out to multiple different rooms to be able to broadcast the fastest possible wired speeds throughout the house, including wireless then as well. How they pre-wired this house, it would have been for a telephone. Now, if it was me, I wouldn't put a telephone here. It would be somewhere on the nightstand. Oh my. Oh, he saved the wall mounts like that. Interesting. Wah, wah, wah. Everything gets terminated. You're talking about a brush plate. Everything goes into it. You get some sort of miniature shelf, because your modem can be there too at the same time. Electrical. We're talking about putting the gear out here. Yes. Having a little shelf up there on the wall.
And then you're talking about having one AP here, one AP in the living room.
Living room, office, one of the two.
And one in the master and one wirelessly downstairs.
Yeah.
And then we'll need 3 PoE6s inside, or 2. And then 160 in the basement.
Yeah. All right.
Want to execute?
Yeah.
All right.
Here's the feed. All right. Put a brush plate on those. That's legit into the concrete. Not
super easy.
Let's investigate what it would take to get the office networking down into the mechanical room. That's now our feed line.
There's a penetration on the back side of the house that goes into here, and it was for a coax line, but there's also 5 blue networking lines on the back side that we're just going to pull through and have our equipment sit right here for the house. Boss man went to Home Depot to get some supplies and proper ways to cut the hole, but just a quick and dirty way to do it is to just take a straight pick and chisel it out just to make it big enough so we can get our hole. And now I can get my finger in there. I know this looks bad, but we're gonna cut like a regular sized hole. So, I mean, it doesn't matter what the hole looks like if we're gonna cut it out anyway. So we've pulled our wires in through the side of the house. That was for the old demarcation point for the phones. This is where all of our gear is gonna go, and right now I'm just working on terminating these lines so we can put our modem, router, and AP right here. That's going to feed the rest of our access points in the house. We've got 5 in total. We'll do 2 wired APs, one on the top floor, possibly another one on the top floor if we need it in the guest bedroom. One wired one in the kitchen. Because they didn't put any landlines in the basement, the 2 APs downstairs are going to have to be wireless.
Up here we are at the old telephone lines behind the master bedroom nightstands. We are going to mount an AP here. We'll have a more robust Wi-Fi network. So we can just clip this off because this is no longer needed. And we'll prepare our wire. Alright guys, now once we've got the wire in the terminal, you can crimp it down. Make sure you catch all your wires. Looks good there. So now the wire is terminated. It's the easy part next. Just plugging in the AP and mounting the bracket to our little LV here. Alright, here we have our PoE6. This is our mounting plate, which will get mounted to our LV hole here. Mounting screws are included. And this is the back. You get a 2.5 gig port, which is the PoE enabled one, and then the 1 gig port. So our blue line will get plugged into our 2.5 and be able to add this to our Eero network.
Project update, relocating the modem and the router. It's going to the garage. Trent's in the process of that right now. Right over here on the shelf. And then we're going to have some Eero APs spread throughout the house that are now wired. And it's going to work significantly better. Yes. Yes. Happy customers, happy life. Caffeine, friends. That's what fuels a lot of projects with the can-do attitude. I've only flown out of O'Hare like 4 or 5 times. The first time, I think I was literally losing my mind.
So this is the new setup for our customers' gear. We'll start back here. So here's the feed. This is from the pedestal outside. It's that little pedestal you'll see the Comcast guys working on. It comes in, and you got a Mocha filter, which is mediate over coaxial. It's a filter. And then this is the ground for the Mocha filter. It's grounded to this box down here. And then this feed goes out. This is the Xfinity modem. And then from there, it goes into the gateway. And then from the gateway, it goes out to all of our access points, including this one here. You just gotta follow the signal flow. You start here. This is your modem, this is your router, everything behind it is access points. These broadcast signal, this processes and boosts the signal. This takes the signal in from Xfinity as a coaxial signal and turns it into a network signal that can be transferred over to our router. Router feeds this and all the other APs.
There's nobody else that would have been able to do it better. Biased, for sure. But there are a lot of challenges and roadblocks, and we overcome them more than sufficiently. He's going to have super reliable, high-speed internet. He'll get all that he's paying for in 85% of his house. and especially where he's working at. So that's what matters the most.
You shouldn't see any lagging or latency issues when it comes to video calling anymore. That's fantastic. And you're getting 900 in your office. Outstanding.
Hey, my name is Jonathan Christian. I run a digital agency called We Make Stuff Happen up here in Canada. And since COVID, everything's been online, and I have tried everything to get solid Zoom signal out of my home office here and failed. Different modems, different IT companies, everybody's saying that's the best you can do, best you can do. Then I got a referral to this guy, Bryan from My Guy Knows How, and I can tell you, my guy knows how. He brought his team up. I mean, they've completely rewired the house. I have 6 different boxes around my house now, whereas I used to have just 3. And we just done some speed tests, and it's off the scale. It's like speed of light. So I can just tell you in all honesty, you get what you pay for. And when you find the guy who knows what he's doing, grab him, because he really does.